Okay, let me just say this up front. The iPad might be one of the most underrated devices you can buy in 2026. Not because it's brand new or because Apple dropped some crazy feature this year, but because of how quietly essential it's become in my everyday life. Whether I'm creating, relaxing, planning, or traveling, the iPad is always literally in my hands. Today, I want to walk you through why you might seriously need an iPad in 2026, especially if you're trying to balance productivity with portability, or you're just tired of sitting at the desk all day. My iPad of choice right now is the 11-inch M1 iPad Pro, and honestly, even in 2026, this thing is still an absolute beast. It handles everything I throw at it without slowing down. Whether that's multitasking, video editing, running Stage Manager or Windows mode, or using it as a laptop replacement. And with all that being said, for most people, the M1 iPad Pro is still more power than what you actually need. The truth is, almost any recent iPad will handle 90% of what most people use an iPad for. Things like streaming, note-taking, web browsing, light productivity work, and even some creative workflow. The M1 iPad Pro gives you a lot of headroom for the future, but for most users, the real value is finding the iPad that fits your needs, not just the most powerful one. And if you're already a Mac or iPhone user, the iPad fits even better into your workflow. So reason number one you need an iPad is because it's the most flexible device you can own. Like, this thing is really versatile. I can use it to sketch out YouTube ideas with the Apple Pencil. I can use it with my M4 Mac Mini as a secondary screen on extended display, or hold it in bed or the sofa and binge some Netflix. It just flexes with whatever my day looks like. Most tech either feel too powerful for light tasks or too limited for real work. The iPad somehow floats in the middle there and does both pretty well. Reason number two is working on the go. I still have my M4 Mac Mini for heavy lifting, but when I want to move around the house or work somewhere else, this comes really in handy. Whether I'm heading out or just need a break from my desk, the iPad is basically my mobile workstation. It's light, battery life is still awesome, and now with iPad OS 26, it's even more capable as a quote-unquote real computer. You can do split screen, multitasking, use the iPad alone with an external monitor. You can even play AAA games and even edit full-blown YouTube videos on this device. In fact, a bit of this video is actually edited on the M1 iPad Pro. So if you're someone who travels, study, or just like working in different places, the iPad is totally a device that can slot right into your daily life. One accessory I've been using a lot with my iPad is the Moft Dynamic Folio, and mine is in the mist color. This folio is the definition of flexibility, which makes it perfect for the versatility the iPad actually brings to your life. It's super thin and lightweight, and the origami-style design lets you fold it into a ton of different positions. So if I'm writing with the Apple Pencil, watching something, or using the iPad next to my desk setup, I can quickly adjust different angles to suit my needs. Most iPad cases out there only gives you 2 or 3 viewing angles, but this one gives you a lot more, which makes it way more useful as a daily iPad stand. And because it's so thin, it doesn't really add any bulk to the iPad design as well, keeping this thing still looking sleek as ever. Having the right iPad accessory can really elevate your experience, and if you're curious about this specific case, links will be in the description below. I don't know what it is, but I'm way more creative on an iPad. When I try to brainstorm on my Mac, it feels too serious. When I do it on the iPad, it's more fun, like sketching, writing, or building thumbnails in Canvas. All of it feels way more playful and joyful. It's like a digital notebook that never runs out of pages. And for YouTubers, students, or even just note takers, that's kind of a game changer of experience. Reason number 4 is that the iPad is the ultimate companion device. I am of the opinion that the iPad, especially the new models, can replace your computer for 90% of people out there, especially students. I made a video on how and why the iPad replaced my MacBook Pro. You can check that out in the description as well. But for a quick summary, you have Universal Clipboard, AirDrop, iCloud, Sidecar. It all just works. I can draw something on the iPad and drag it straight into CapCut on my M4 Mac Mini. And when I just want to unplug from the desk, I know I'm still productive with just the iPad. Of course, the iPad isn't perfect. I mean, literally no device is perfect. One issue I can name right away is that the M1 iPad Pro does not have the tandem OLED screen that the newer models have. And also, the iPad is still not quite a full-blown Mac replacement if you're someone who needs the Pro features. Some apps are a bit limited. Pro workflows, especially in software development or heavy animations, are still better on a Mac than an iPad. But for most people, especially students, content creators, or people who want a minimal setup, the trade-offs are totally worth it in my opinion. So finally, this is the reason why you need an iPad in 2026. We don't all work the same way anymore, and the iPad, especially in 2026, meets us where we're at. It's a laptop, it's a notebook, it's a canvas, it's a media player, and it somehow blends all those things into one really portable device. If you're someone who wants to stay creative, flexible, and mobile, and honestly just want a lighter workflow in your digital life, I think the iPad is something you should have in your toolkit. Let me know in the comment section, guys. Do you have an iPad, or are you even consider getting yourself an iPad? If so, which one? And remember, if you've enjoyed this video or find it helpful, why not smash the like button and hey, maybe even hit subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.